this is your girl AhYoung and back with another video. So today we'll be doing another K-pop haul because I ended up with new albums. So yeah, I actually recorded this before, but the sound wasn't working, so I'm re-recording it actually, and hopefully I can make it much shorter. So we'll be starting off with the duplicate albums, and then we'll work our way down. So basically, the first album we'll be starting off with is the Eyes on You albums. This is the You album. This one is the On album. And this one is the Eyes album. I got all three because it's GOT7 and I like GOT7 and I got a deal for it, so yeah, I got all three. And what I tried to do was get my biases, so I was able to get Mark, Bam Bam, and JB, so I'm very happy. And it also came with lookbooks and sticker sheets and photo cards. So for the photo cards, I received JB, Bam Bam, Young Jae, Jin Young, AhYoung, and I believe Jackson. For the stickers, I believe I got Jackson, I got Young Jae, and AhYoung. For like the little miniature posters, because they came with miniature posters and the big posters. The miniature posters, I got Young Jae, Bam Bam, and JB. For the regular posters, I got all three posters. And that's that for the lookbook. This is the lookbook. It's basically just like a miniature photo book. Like, I'll show you the inside of one of the albums. So this is the front cover, and this is the CD. This is actually like the sleeve is actually another poster, so it came with practically 3 posters. So this one is Mark in his gorgeous glory. So this is just like one version of the photo cards. Oh, and I pulled out Jack Mark. And basically this is just the Eyes photo card version, photo book version. This is one of the posters actually. Like, the mini posters were created from this picture. It's pretty cool in my opinion. So that is GOT7 Eyes on You. For the next set, I will be doing I will be switching companies, seeing as that is the only new albums I got from JYP. I will be switching over to SM because I have a few of those actually. Okay, so I have Sonia Shide, The Boys. Oops. This is Sonia Shide, The Boys. This is actually my first girl group album ever because I'm not really a big fan of them. So this is how it looks. It's like one of the older versions of albums, which I actually find pretty cool. So, like, this was Jessica era. Jessica is my bias, and she will always be my bias. So this is this. I don't feel like pulling the little photo book out because it took a while to get back in there. So the next up will be EXO. I have Sing For You. This is the Dio's cover. He's not actually my bias, but beggars can't really be choosers. This is how the album looks and photo book. Like, just them looking all pretty and stuff. Ooh, my bias. Hello. I really love the Sing For You album, mainly because it showed everybody's vocals and not only like the performance, it showed like a lot of vocals. It was really good in my opinion. Yeah, so this is Dio's version. I want Zoomin's version, but we'll have to see about that. Then continuing with EXO is their Overdose album. I actually, for EXO, I have most of their older albums. Like, the albums I have for EXO are pretty old. The only new one I really have is the Kpop album. So, yeah. So, this is how the CD looks. Looks like a really cool maze that I want to draw. And then here's the photo book. I have like a lot of pictures actually for this album. This is the XOM version because, as you can see, Tao and Chris are in this one. And Luhan is in here somewhere. I have to find him, but yeah. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, this is the XOM version. There he is. Hi, Luhan. And then there's Lei and Chen. And Tao. Yeah. So I actually have like the postcards for this album because like I was just stocking up on a bunch of Luhan, Luhan, Chen, and Zoomin albums. So I ended up getting like a bunch of them for this particular album, and I kind of am happy about that because I actually really like this album. Like, this album is probably one of my favorite albums for EXO. Oh, I actually do have another new album for them. This is the Winter Special 2017 EXO album, and I actually made an edit for Zoomin. For Zoomin as well as Sehun for this album. Sehun's didn't really come out that well, but it happened. Here's what the CD looks like, and here's what the album looks like. The photo book. So anybody in the comments, can somebody put down what's the meaning of the coffee cup? I still don't understand it, like, at all. Like, I swear, all the pictures in here are really pretty. Like, they're serving up looks and stuff. Yeah, so this is the Winter Special, and I'm so curious as to what the coffee cup even means, because from what I've seen, it has nothing to do with it, unless it's like, oh, because it's winter, they need something warm. Like, that's my thought. Okay. So, moving on from EXO, but still in SM, is this album. I had to get the physical copy of this album. If there's one thing I regret is, well, two things I regret. First being not being able to see SHINee live as 5, and not buying any more of the physical copies for SHINee, because actually this is my only SHINee album physical copy. Because I say that because I have the digital copy of One of One, Lucifer, almost all of Junghyun's albums, and Taemin's Ace, I believe it is. Yes, case, I have the entire digital album. So I regret not getting any more physical copies. But for this, I had to get the physical copy. So I have the digital copy as well, but I felt the need to get the physical hard copy. Like, I guess just to put my heart at ease. So yeah, this is what the inside looks like, the front page. And I'll read it to you. It says, we can be together in this space while being on the other side of the earth. We can be together at any time, not just at 12 o'clock. Physical matters certainly remain indifferent in our space. I only hope for this to never cease. I hope this place that belongs to you and me be the site for anyone to rest in tranquility. I hope for our memories to rise as reminiscences and embrace you like no other. This is dedicated to those who have created our space together. Thank you. Now, for Junghyun, he was my bias in SHINee. Him and Key and Taemin, actually, now that I think about it. But it's like I always gravitated towards anything Junghyun did, which is how I got into Lehigh, because of Breath, to be honest. Breathe, I believe it's the title. But, like, Junghyun needs his own video to talk about, because I will go on for days. When I first did this video, it ended up being like an hour and a half long. Or no, not even. Like over an hour long, because I was talking so much about Junghyun's album. So I will just make another video for that. And we'll be moving on to YG. And then we'll start getting into the smaller groups. Okay, so I had to get this album because it's just something that I really wanted. I love all the songs off the album, and it was just something that I really had to get. And it's creative. Like, this is what it looks like. It's kind of stains, but not as much. I still haven't gotten all of the red off, but I figure I'll just let it come off on its own, because like I don't feel like rubbing it off. So it's really cool. It's like a USB, and I believe that you could probably add stuff to this later on, but I could be wrong. So I don't know. But it's really creative. This is really interesting. Like, I love this whole concept of a USB album. It's really creative. And that way, it's like, you know, like, you get to see the bonus stuff that you can't see just from watching it online or buying it online. Like, because there's some bonus features that you can only get with the actual album, which I find really cool, really interesting, and really, really creative. So that's that. And then the last album from YG is a senior group that I'm really in love with. I've been in love with for years, actually. And I'm so happy that they made a comeback in 2016. Like, they made my life much better when they came back. And that group will be Such Keys. And this is their latest album, Another Light. And I really, really love this album. Like, their title track is a double title track. The first one is Something Special and the other one is Smile. I love both of them because it shows different sides of them, because when they originally debuted, they were like hardcore hip hop, kind of like, it was that kind of vibe. Like, they were just hardcore, and like their dances were crazy phenomenal. Like, it pretty much kills your legs to do. Like, they are that hard. But now they're showing a more mellow side to them. Like, as they got older, they got a little bit more mellow, and like their songs are really good. Like just in general, their songs are really amazing. So this is the photo album. It's in black and white for the most part, and there's like a few color pictures in here, which I think is really cool. Like the whole album concept of black and white and then like color is really good. Oops. This is like just really, they did a whole bunch of work for this. And here's what the CD looks like. I think it's really cool. And there's like another slot here where the photo card was, which I think is really awesome. So there's like this, and then there's like a little mini booklet, which is actually like a poster, a tiny poster, which I find really awesome. But yeah, I happen to get my bias, which is something I usually don't get, so this made me very happy. And that actually concludes anything from YG at this point, because most of my YG stuff I've done already. Like one of these days, I'm gonna just do like a video on my entire K-pop collection, like, and separate it based on what it is. Like if it's K-pop merch, like clothes, jewelry, stuff like that, gotta be separate. Then like the albums will be separate, and then the photo cards will be separate, but that's a long time coming. Next up will be one of my favorite groups, which is Monster X. Yeah. Here we go. The Code. I really want to get Connect, but they're really expensive, and I don't feel like doing group orders, because doing group orders for 4 albums are a lot of money. So this is the Code Protocol Terminal, and yes, it is signed just like my other one. I got them from Mnet. So this one is a Shonu bias one. So this is like photos of Shonu, which is one of my biases, so I am very happy for that. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. It's okay. Like, yes, he is one of my biases, so I'm pretty happy. Also, can anyone please tell me whose hand is this? Like, seriously, whose hand is this? I have an idea, but I'm not particularly sure. And here goes the CD, which is AhYoung, which he is like in between a bias and a bias record. Like I don't know with him. And then like I have 2 photo cards. I have Shonu's once again. I have my bias, so I'm very happy for it. And then I have Wonho and IM. Wonho's an actual bias as well, but IM, he's also like Kihyun. He's like a record and a bias at the same time. Like he doesn't know what he want to do. So yeah. And then like here's the oops, daisy. The photo book, which I find is really pretty. Rama, hey. Oh, and I also got this, which was pretty cool. Like, the person who sent me the albums that I ordered them from sent me this as well, so I was really happy. Basically, I'm not really gonna go into the other album because it's pretty much the same thing, just with different pictures. I'll show you the CD though, because it's a different CD and it's a different book. This one is what, okay, this is what this book looks like. This CD is Minhyuk. Yes, this is Minhyuk, and this is AhYoung's album. So it's signed by AhYoung. And the photo cards. See, I got another one. Yeah. And the photo cards this time is Joohyun and Wonho, and then Kihyun. Oh, this is. I actually don't have a lot of Monster X albums. To be honest, the only other album I have from Monster X is the start of the Clan trilogy, Found version. So I'm kind of sad for that. But I do have like photo cards from like different eras, because I collect more photo cards than albums at this point. And I also have this. This is from I forgot what era this is from, but this is Wonho. I have other Shonu pics, but they're not here. This is just a new picture, a new PC that I got, so I put it with the pile to, you know, talk about it. Oh, and we're gonna get into BTS real quick because I don't really have albums for them, but I do have like other stuff from them. So like this is a postcard that I received in the mail for my birthday, and I was extremely happy, and it got bent in the box, and I'm kind of sad. But it's Jungkook. He is not my bias at all, but we are the same age, so that's something. And yeah, I felt it was really cute because it's like, oh, that's adorable. And yeah, Jungkook is not my bias, like I said, but I appreciate it because the person who sent it didn't have to. So yeah, but I have this, which is a Chimmy notebook. It actually is a book, like you can draw in it because it doesn't have lines, but it's really cute, and it's Jimin, and I like Jimin, so I was happy when I got that. And I also have Chimmy's folder. This actually looks like the poster. Like if you get the Chimmy poster, this is what it actually looks like. I have RJ's poster actually, and Van's pillow. Like I should actually get his pillow because to show it to you because it's pretty interesting. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Okay, so yeah, I got the pillow because I felt like I mentioned it, so I should show it. This is the bag that it came in. Van. It's actually the medium version because the big one was pretty expensive. But I keep it in the bag. I don't actually use it. So this is what Van looks like. It is really soft. If you haven't gotten one of these yet, you're really missing out. It's so soft. Like it's just very comfortable. And like I keep it so it still has the tag on it, but like it's really soft. It's squishy. And honestly, for these, if you really want to keep them clean, keep them in the bag because either that or you just gotta be really clean in order to like keep it out of the bag. But yeah, I just keep it in the bag just for safe keeping. So, and it's gonna go right back into the bag because I don't want it to get dirty. And the book bag that you have for it, you can just use it as a regular book bag. But like I said, I want to keep my Van pillow clean, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so the last thing from BT21 I have is not really anything useful, but it is still at the same time. It is the bag that came with it. This is RJ, and this is Mang. I kept it because it's cute, and it's BTS, and it has RJ on it. So, yeah. As you can probably tell by now, I'm more towards Jin and Jimin. I also have Ratmon too, but I don't have anything new from him yet, so I didn't really show it. But my latest BTS collection add-in is probably this bracelet for Jin. My friend bought it for me, so I was very happy. And yes, because Jin is my bias, but I don't have a lot of merch from him, which is sad and sad. Like, I have like a few photo cards, official photo cards of his, and a few non-official, well, a lot of non-official photo cards for him, but I don't have like actual merch. Like, I have a birthday ring for Jimin, and like pins and stuff for Jimin and Ratmon, and books and folders as you saw, but I don't have a lot of stuff for Jin, so I'm trying to collect some Jin stuff now. But we'll see as time goes. For the next album, we have Newest W. This album was actually a birthday present too, so I am very happy. It's actually a birthday present from a different person than the Jungkook photo card, postcard, but still a birthday present nonetheless. So I'll show you what it looks like. This is the opening cover, which is very, very creative. It also comes with like a little mini poster book. Like, it's really mini. And this is also like a plated CD, so it comes with a member on it. This is how the CD actually looks like. It is Ren, which makes me very happy because he is my bias. Whoops. And here goes the photo cards. One is Junior, which also makes me happy because he is another bias. And then this is, sorry, not Junior, JR. And this is also a unit pick with JR and Ren, which once again makes me happy. Ships are sailing. So this is how the photo book looks like. It's like really pretty. Beko. This actually came with like a miniature Beko poster that's actually up on my wall right now. So, like, yeah. One day I'll just show you the interior of my room because it's literally nothing but K-pop posters all over. And yeah. And so that's how this looks. And I'll show you what the little mini photo book looks like because it's really cool. It's in black and white, so it's awesome. Like, it just shows like this different side of them. Yes. The black and white really works well for them, in my opinion, anyways. Like, sometimes I'm sad that these members didn't actually make it into the final 11 for 101, but at the same time, I'm very happy because if they did, we wouldn't have this album, and it wouldn't be my almost all-time favorite album. So, yeah. So, will be the last album that I will be showing you because it's the last album that I've gotten so far. This is JBJ's True Colors version 1. This is their second album. This is the version 1 album. I do plan on getting New Moon at some point as well as Fantasy, but that will come later because I'm a broke college student now. I'm got money. So, this is AhYoung's handprint. For those who don't really know JBJ is a group of 6 members who were created from the top 35 of Produce 101 season 2. If you know of Hot Shot, Kid Monster from Hot Shot, aka Taehyun, is in this group. And also, if you know Top Dog, their former maknae, Atom, also known as Sangyun, is also in this group. And also, if you are a YG stan like I am, you even follow YGK Plus, one of YGK Plus's models, Kwon Hyunbin, is also in this group, which is very cool. Also, if you have paid attention to any groups, solos, or any kind of acts that have come out of Produce 101 season 2, then you will see another member, Jungkook, or as most people know him, Longo. He came out as a duet with this other trainee called Sihyun, and they came out with a song called The. He's also in this group. So yeah. But anyways, this is what the album looks like. It is very colorful, hence the name True Color. Like, each member has their own color. So like I said, this is Taehyun, and as you can see, it's yellow, which means that Taehyun's color is yellow. And this book smells really good. Like, I don't know, like they put like a scent on the paper or something. Like, it smells really amazing. But this is Taehyun, Kid Monster. He looks really good in yellow. And then Kim Sang-yeon is orange. My cute baby. Jin Longo. This boy, he is Korean and Chinese, so he has 2 names. Jin Longo and Kim Jungkook. So, like, if you hear him being called Jungkook, that's his name. If you hear him called Longo, that's his name. So it's okay. Then we have our Japanese member, Kenta. He was Plum, I believe. Plum or Magenta, something like that. I don't particularly remember. But he makes it work. Our cutie sexy member, as he says himself. Then we have our resident model, who is part of YGK Plus. And his name is Kwon Hyunbin. They're actually also the same age, but he's literally like 2 weeks ahead of me. I kid you not. Like, exactly 2 weeks ahead of me, which is kind of scary, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. And then we have our maknae, Kim Dong-han. I don't even want to get into him. He's a bias worker to the max. And then here's like unit pictures, some more unit pics, more unit pics, unit, and solos, and units, and units, and units, and units. I find a lot of their pictures really cute. And, like, more units. And then here's the entire group. Yeah. Like, this made my day. This is also a plated album CD. So I actually have my bias, which is Jungkook. I'm not Jungkook. Kwon Hyunbin. Jungkook is like borderline. Like, he doesn't know what he want to be. So, but yeah, I have Kwon Hyunbin as my CD plate. So I'm very happy for that. And the photo card we got was like a passport photo. So it's really small. But I also got my bias too, so I'm very happy. And then for like the sticker sheet, we got Donghan here. And I'm kind of sad about that, but it's okay. We also have a like a standee, but it's in my room, so yeah. Initially, I had Taehyun, but I traded it with one of my friends for Sangin. Because the thing about it is that Sangin was my bias in Top Dog, and Taehyun was my bias in Hot Shot. But in JBJ, my actual bias is Kwon Hyunbin.